Will fans forgive Kevin Cronin if REO Speedwagon goes back and tours again? This is the Rock and Roll Weatherman. My name is Sean Morrison, and as you saw in the news, REO Speedwagon members Neil Dowdy, Alan Gratzer, Bruce Hall, and Kevin Cronin reunited at um, at a college where they performed with the marching band where they went to school. I honestly don't remember the name of the university offhand, but I looked at one click thing on it. I'm getting stories that Kevin didn't seem to be bothered that much, but whatever, he showed up. But the question is, will fans forgive Kevin Cronin if REO Speedwagon does go out and perform? Of course, there has to be, I believe, two members, or at least two of them have to say yes. And if Bruce Hall doesn't want to go out with a different singer, and Kevin at the time didn't, probably still doesn't want to perform with Bruce, which is really fucking stupid. And I don't see him or the other partner, Neil Dowdy, voting for him to perform, which is Kevin. But if Bruce does go back on the road to tour with Kevin and Kevin agrees, fans might be happy because look what's happened in 2025. There's been no REO Speedwagon performances at all. Kevin Cronin did tour with Styx on the Brotherhood of Rock tour. It's also been proven Kevin Cronin cannot sell tickets as Kevin Cronin. Very simple. He doesn't have a solo career. He might have a solo song in a movie. I don't even know if he has even a solo album available. He might not. I don't remember. I read something, he had a song in a movie somewhere. But it's obvious Kevin Cronin pissed off a lot of fans by not wanting Bruce Hall back in the band. And of course, he's cost the band a lot of money because in 2025, the band could have been still performing live, making money on the touring circuit where the money is these days. It's not made recording albums these days. But no, Kevin decided to, perform as Kevin Cronin. And then, of course, the only Speedwagon performance we had this year was members of REO Speedwagon performing in Illinois back in June, where they did a show with all different members of REO Speedwagon, except for Gary Rickrack, who passed away, and same thing with the other guy. What the hell was the other guy's fucking name? The guy that Bruce Hall replaced, not Terry Luttrell, and it was the other guy. Friends, if you're not subscribed to the Sean Morrison YouTube channel, please do so. Everyone else has to subscribe. We thank you very much for the continued love, honor, and support. It is greatly appreciated. I think the guy's name was Greg Philbin. I could be wrong. But getting back to what I'm saying, Kevin declined to appear at that show. Apparently he was asked. More than likely he didn't go because he had a show that night on the Brotherhood of Rock tour. But either way, REO Speedwagon could have been performing this year, in 2025, where they could have been making a whole lot of good money on the touring circuit, but Kevin decided he didn't want Bruce Hall back in the band, and Bruce and Mr. Neil Dowdy did not want him to tour as REO Speedwagon with the lineup he had. They did have a replacement bassist when Bruce was sick. Was getting surgery, but then he was cleared by the doctors to go, but unfortunately, Kevin decided he didn't want him there with him. It's very sad. Well, hopefully, REO Speedwagon will somehow tour, maybe by 2026. Kevin, or no Kevin, but I don't see one without Kevin unless they get a very good singer to do that. That would be able to pull this off. But like I said, Kevin's cost. It's obvious he's cost the band a lot of money because the band could have been performing as REO Speedwagon with Bruce and him and they could have done well. But no, Kevin has an ego, and it's obvious. It's that simple. I know that those two are only classic lineup members, him and Bruce, but of course Neil, the founding member, has the go-ahead as a partner in this. So, friends, will you forgive Kevin Cronin if REO Speedwagon reforms? What are your thoughts? Shame, shame, shame.